When I get to school, I'm on the assembly ground, and then it feels like I want to fart. So I'm like, okay, it's just a fart, And I just try to fart, and then literally lots of watery stuff just came out, like on assembly ground. Throughout my legs, my skirt, down, like my people, do you know what I did? I faked faint. I just fell down on the floor, and I just... Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is AFM Stories, and today is kind of like a Q&A. It's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas, guys, and I wish you a happy new year in advance. This year has been a whole lot, but I'm so proud of all of us for surviving. We are survivors. See, I know that we're getting close to the time where people are going to start listing their achievements and all of their successes, but please remember that people don't always list their failures. And if all you did this year was survive, if you're still surviving, if you're still going through stuff, honestly, do not feel pressured. We all have different times and seasons, and everybody's race is different. For you to be alive here today, for you to still be standing irrespective of the circumstance, my girl, my guy, I'm rooting for you, please. So today I'm going to be answering questions. I put up on my Instagram story and on WhatsApp that if you have any questions for me, just drop them. So I wanted this to just be like a very nice introduction to this part of the channel, because we have other things on the channel, but I know that this is a different side, and you guys might just want like some sort of something to ease you guys into it. So the questions are really interesting, and I'm really excited to share. And so before we even go into this, please subscribe to my channel, like help my hustle, like have mercy. Just, it won't take you 2 seconds. You just go there and click subscribe and just like the video, drop a comment, let me know if you want more videos like this, just help the ministry, but anyways, just subscribe now. So yeah, the first question that I have here is how do you juggle so many different passions with ease? I don't know why you think I'm juggling this with ease, honestly, because I'm not. Like, let me just be very honest with you. I am not juggling all this with ease. I'm very sure I still felt frustrated a few days ago. I still felt tired. I still cried. I still screamed my mind out. I still asked myself what I'm doing here, whether this is worth it. So as much as, yes, I'm doing a lot of things purposefully, I know my purpose, I know what I want, there's still always going to be a lot of, struggles, So if you have multiple passions, you have multiple goals, multiple dreams, of course, there's going to be some level of struggle. People that seem to be doing it very easily, like people that are doing a lot of things, trust me, they have help. So either they're employing somebody or they have somebody helping them. A lot of things I do, I also get help from, a couple of people. So don't think that, oh, I'm superhuman. I just wake up, I do my masters, and then next thing I go and edit YouTube videos, I go and reach out. I have moments of breakdowns, moments of crisis. So I'm not doing easy. I don't think anybody's doing anything easy. I think everything comes with a price. So please, I'm not doing it easily. It's just that my passion for it is what's making it not so bad, and which is what's making me not give up. Oh, wow, that's even related to the second question. So the second question is, you inspire me. You inspire me too. I just want to know, what drives you? What drives me? Honestly, I think the vision I have of myself in the future is what drives me. My fears drive me. My loved ones drive me. Just doing something, becoming someone that my parents are going to be proud of, drives me. My struggles, so the things that I've gone through, and the ability to be able to help other people that are going to go through those things or are going through those things in the future also drives me. So I feel like I won't say one particular thing drives me, I'll just say that the impact and the result of, all the things I'm doing, it's just beautiful, being able to do things for your parents. Your parents calling their friends and say, oh, my daughter is doing this. It's just nice, So different things drive me, literally. But I know that there's a vision I have of myself, and I worry that if I don't achieve that vision, I worry about a lot of things, And it's not even monetary vision, it's more about impact vision. So yeah, that's what drives me. Do you have God, you guys are asking me some serious questions. Don't worry, we're going to get to the funny parts because I saw some interesting questions here. But someone asked me, do you have any plan or would you like to join, work, or invest in the film industry in the future? How do you even know this? Like, because it's from someone that I haven't shared my passion with, so I'm really surprised that you just asked me film industry. So the thing is that a lot of people don't know this, but film is actually my true passion. So yeah, writing, yeah, I'm doing a brand, I have a brand for writers, but honestly my real passion is actually film. Like, from secondary school, I've always known that I wanted to write movies. Like, anytime I'm listening to songs, I'm thinking about how they're going to fit into a scene in a movie. When I even started writing, I was writing episodes. So I had this blog called Nigerian Episodes, and it was episode 1, episode 2. I was doing like all this series, and I had dreams that those things were going to become like series. And yeah, so when I was done with school, literally, I've even gone for like a film training. I've actually shot a short film. Like, people don't know this, but I've actually shot a short film. Look Beyond was about teenage pregnancy. Trust me, it was on YouTube. I took it down because it was horrible. Like, it was actually my first attempt at it, and trust me, it was terrible. And I'm saying this because I don't want people to think that people are always excellent from the first time they try something, because that's a lie. And because you sucked the first time doesn't mean that that is not your purpose. It just means that you need to learn, you need to get better, and the only way you can do a perfect stuff is if you start doing the shitty stuff early. So of course the movie sucked. Some things were great about it, but it was bad. But anyways, yeah, so I've learned a lot about film, but I haven't done that in a while. After film, I worked on TAW, the African Writers. I stumbled into that. Somebody asked me about that, so I'm going to answer that in the other question. But literally, I just took a break from film because I believe that people that have a lot of passion, sometimes maybe you need to do it one step at a time. So what is the next thing? What is the next thing? If you try to do everything you're passionate about at the same time, trust me, I'm not sure. I don't know how some people do it, but I juggle things. But I feel like if I juggle every single thing that I'm interested in, I don't think I'll achieve anything. So for now, I'm trying to focus on the African Writers and my masters, which is quite intensive, one step at a time. But yeah, I'm definitely going to the film industry. Like, I don't know how soon. I hope it's soon. I have dreams of going to New York Film Academy. But every time I check the the tuition, I'm like, I still even checked it like last week. I was like, I will not build this brand so that it will give me money to go there. No, for real. So I'm going to go into film. Let me just be honest with you. Even my role models, my idols, they're mostly people in the film industry. So yeah. The course I studied in my BSc and why I chose it. I studied history and international relations. And I didn't choose that course. Let me just be honest with you guys. This is a safe space. This is a vulnerable space. Just a very quick story time. I always knew I was interested in media, so I wanted to study mass communication. So I applied. My family wanted me to study law, but I didn't want to. In secondary school, I think I was the highest, yes. So I was best graduating in arts class and overall in my set. And so once you're best graduating like this and you're in arts class, it's law. So my fam was like law, everybody was like law. But luckily for me, I think God will have it, because I did one law course last week and it was intellectual property, and I was like, was it me that will have done this? But anyways, I'm happy that I think I finished from secondary school at the age of 14. So no, and private schools at that time were not taking law. The only private school that was taking law was Babcock, and I'm not even sure if the course was accredited. I can't remember the story, but literally that didn't work out. So I couldn't go to a federal school because all of them rejected me. They said I'm too young. So it was only private schools, and I told them, okay, since I'm not studying law, at least let me study mass comm. I beg. So I applied for mass comm to all the schools, first choice, second choice, third choice, mass comm. Somebody even told me that, say you will not put second choice. I said I'm not putting second choice. I'm studying mass comm. I want to go into film. I want to be a filmmaker. I want to do media and communications and all of that. So I always knew what I wanted, what I was interested in. I just wasn't sure of what, So that is how. And then I was good in I was good in maths, and that affected my confidence. So during WIAC, instead of me to read and prepare, guess what I did? Like, just guess what I did. Like, I literally, guys, so I'm quite paranoid because this is actually my first YouTube video, and I just want to be sure that this thing is recorded because okay, I think it's recording. Okay, guys, sorry. Because I can't start all this story again. Like, let me just be honest with you guys. So I had to do that confirmation. What was I saying? Yes, so yeah, I was overconfident. I was like, oh, I'm gonna pass this. I just read like the common questions that were going to come out, and when I got to the exam hall, the way I cried, I cried because you it was about 10 questions, yeah, and I prepared for all 10 that usually come out. And when I got there, it was only 3 questions, 3 topics that I had read for that came out. So that means I failed now because I can't answer 7 questions. And it was now the topics that I found difficult that I was like, I'm not doing this one because I'm not going to choose them. Those are now the topics that were recurrent and recurrent and recurrent. Anyways, that's what happened, and that's how that one went though. And long story short, I had a D7 in maths WIAC, and mass comm unit 6. So that was how my mass comm dream went, because I had two options: either to wait or to change to a course that allowed mass comm. And I remember when I filled the change of course form, I was trying to fill history and international relations. Even the school advisor in Redeemers, it was like, why are you changing to history and international relations? Why not English language or English literature? Like, God was trying to help me because God knew I was going to be founder of a writing brand. But this life and strong head. At that time, English doesn't sound nice to me. I don't know. I was like, English? Do you want to be a teacher? It's not good to be shallow. It's good to listen. At that time, I was not thinking straight. I was just choosing the course based on, history and international relations sounds nice, and that's that. But I'm happy I chose the course, honestly, because it led me to a lot of things. It led me to meet people. It sure helped me, literally. I met the right people. I discovered myself. I don't even regret it because it was very pivotal to a lot of things I'm passionate about. Even the fact that I did a brand called the African Writers, it made me like an activist, so like a Pan-Africanist, because I was now more passionate about things that help Africans, and it just helped me to become a lot of things. So every mistake, actually, every mistake you make is just basically giving you an alternative way to do something. It's still going to make it a little more creative. So even if you feel like, you shouldn't have done this, the path that you took obviously still has a purpose, because I feel like there's a higher purpose for all of us. And even if this is where we're going, so even if we pass like this, or we pass like this, we pass like this, wherever we pass, it's still going to maneuver its way and lead us there. But it's just that path is going to bring up something creative that will take us there. Anyways, I don't want this to be long. I think I'm even talking too much already. What course are you studying in your master's, and why? I'm studying creative enterprise, and I chose it because obviously I'm running a creative enterprise. I want to build into a sustainable business, and then I have a lot of interest in the creative industry, different things I want to do. So I felt like, let me just study a course that can develop me into building a creative business across all my different passions. So that's why I choose it. How is masters? You're slaying them the UK be ethical. Slaying what? Yeah, they're slaying me. Honestly, I'm a very ambitious person, yeah. So wherever I go, whatever school, whatever thing I'm doing, I always like to be that, to get the highest possible score that I can get as a person. Not even really about other people, because I feel like I'm not in competition with people. But for me, like, I want to do the best that I can do. And I always think that I can do like excellently well, because from primary, secondary school, university. So when I go here, I was like, you know what, I'm going to get the highest possible score that I can get. And I'm not saying, I've not been getting. But I've had some situations that I'm like, what's going on? Like, situations that you have like 68 instead of 70, which is a distinction. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. So a lot of things are different. There's a whole lot more reading. Like before each class, sometimes I read about 100 pages daily. I have to watch about 2-3 hours videos. I have to listen to podcasts. I have to even create presentations. So sometimes they can tell you on Tuesday you have a presentation. By Thursday you must go and read all of the different things present. You have a class on Wednesday you're preparing for. You have a class on Friday you're preparing for. But you have to all of those different things. So it's crazily intense. Like I have about 3 assignments due. I'm on Christmas break, but I have about 3 assignments due when we resume. So I literally don't have a Christmas break. Like, guys, it's just a lot. And then first term is ending on, I think, 27 or 29. Second term is starting February 2nd or 1st. I can't remember. But like, there's no time. There's no break. But I just told myself that, you know what? I'm not going to let this master's drown me. I'm literally going to do all the different things that I'm doing. And literally, I'm learning, I'm growing, because everything I'm learning, I can apply it. And then the lecturers are awesome. There's personal mentoring. They want to help you grow, not just even in the course, but even your personal passion. So the master's is slaying me, but I'm surviving. Most embarrassing moments in secondary school and the university. Most embarrassing moments in secondary school. Well, one day on the assembly, so when I was coming from home, I literally was purging, but I tried my best to shite, you know, just remove everything so that it wouldn't disturb me when I'm in school. And it looked like he had stopped, honestly. And then I get to school, I'm on the assembly ground, and then it feels like I want to fart. So I'm like, okay, it's just a fart, you know. And I just try to fart, and then literally lots of watery stuff just came out, like on assembly ground. Throughout my legs, my skirts, down, like my people, do you know what I did? I faked faint. I just fell down on the floor and I just did as if I had fainted. Like, and people were just screaming, "Oh my god, it's like she's having a seizure because there's stuff on her legs." Blah, blah, blah. I was just like this. They poured water. I was just acting drama. They shall rushed me to the clinic. As I got there, the nurse said, "This girl is not sick." Anyways, I was not able to save the day. So I would say that it was supposed to be the most embarrassing day, but I saved myself. Now, in the university, my most embarrassing day. Hey, when whoa. So I like fashion, yeah. It's just that fashion for me doesn't come that easily. So I'm just someone that likes to just mix and mash and just do stuff. So I do things based on my mood. So there was a particular day in 100 level, my dress sense was terrible. Like literally, I'm not even kidding, it was bad. So that day, I just felt like dressing colorful. So I wore this yellow and white top, and then this white polka dot skirt, and then this leopard pattern white and black shoe, and then I put yellow bow on my head, white bow on my head. My hair was good, and in my head, guys, I felt like I was Miss World. I was looking like I'm Bunny Darego. What do you mean? Like, I felt like I was slaying it. What do you mean, girl? What do you mean? And then I get to class, and then ooh, as in the moment I walked into class, it was like somebody cracked a joke. Everybody burst into laughter. Hey! And they laughed. This was 100 level, like a large class. HIR, which is History and International Relations, was like the largest class in run, at least because my course, most people chose the course. Not most people actually. Quite a number chose the course, but quite a number were like me that changed to that course from different departments, from marketing to mass com. Basically, everybody shared that did not like their course or something, or could not maybe get maths or something like that. Just switched to HIR. So we're a lot. Imagine that large class laughing at you, including the lecturer. Yeah. The moment the class ended, my friend Anne was like, "Babe, let's go to the hostel." I didn't even need to ask. I just followed her. And then she sat me down, and then we had this long conversation. And she was like, "You can't be dressing like this anymore. Like, you are not getting older. And now if you're looking for a husband or boyfriend, is this how he's going to find you?" Anyways, that's how that ended. So yeah, that was horrible actually. What is your biggest fear, immediate and future? My immediate fear is not getting the grades that I want to get in this master's. My future fear is not reaching up to the potential that I know that I can reach up to, you know, because you just have a vision of who you want to be in your head, and there's that fear of, you know, life is not always the way we want it, and you might do everything right and still not get it, you know. So it's just that fear of not even like being a billionaire or whatever, but there's just that fear of not knowing that I put in the work. So I feel more comfortable if I put in the work and it didn't work, as opposed to I was lazy and that's why it didn't work, or I didn't do the right thing at the right time and that's why it didn't work, you know. Like even for this masters as well, if I feel like I'm the one that didn't do well enough, then I won't be able to deal with it, you know. Like the particular course I had a 68 instead of a 70, which I wanted to be a distinction. I didn't feel that bad because I didn't even understand it. Let me not lie. Like I struggled with it because of my background. So it was statistics, a lot of calculation, drawing. I was just lost. So I wrote that thing the day it was due because I was lost for weeks. I even spoke to the lecturer. I was still confused. Like that course played with me. So I wrote that 3,000 words something the night it was due. So I was even surprised that I almost got a distinction in that assignment. And thankfully, the first year I had like a distinction. So I don't know what the eventual score is going to be. I just hope that they find a way to round it up because... Anyways, but I didn't feel bad because I know that I tried my best. I just didn't get it, you know. So it's just that fear of knowing that I didn't put in the work, I didn't apply for things, I didn't try, I didn't speak up when I should have. It's just that fear of me betraying myself, you know. Are you in a relationship? If yes, how did you guys meet? You guys like gist. You guys like gist. Who is the person? Yes, I am in a relationship. And how did we meet? God, you guys like story. I feel like this story is going to be too long, but let me just see how I can summarize it. So my friend put up my picture on social media, and then he sees the picture and he's like, oh my god, this is fine girl. And then he collects my number from her, reached out to me, and at that moment in my life I was doing no boys, like what? So I wasn't ready for anything. So instead of me to even be nice, like let's be friends or something, I would not respond to messages for days, for weeks. And this boy tried, like he messaged me at a point. He's a fine boy now, smart boy. I'm to set budget. Anyways, he said it's not me that one girl will be doing shakara for. Do you know how many girls are disturbing me? What's that? So he stopped texting me, and I now went for an event organized by this same friend, and I was supposed to perform as well. He was performing that day. So I went out to go and rehearse for my own. And I heard people really screaming, oh my god, who's that guy? And then somebody talking outside, like, that guy. Like, I'm like, well, who is the person? Let me even go and hear this thing. And then I went inside and I was blown away by his mind. Like, I was like, because I like intelligent boys. Yes, I like boys that are tall, dark, and handsome, but I like people that are intelligent, you know. I like people that are like, I like to understand your mind. Like, I want to have orgasms from your conversation, from your head, you know? Like, it's called mental gasm. So I was like, oh god, this boy is so cool. And then after the event, my friend was like, oh yeah, you guys already know each other now. I've exchanged you guys numbers. And I'm like, who? What? Is it this guy? Guys, I don't think I've ever felt like like Ode. I was like, this boy I've been doing shakara for. Hey. And I started texting him and texting him. And it literally wasn't even, you know, after a girl has done shakara for you, do your own back. So he was just behaving anyhow. I mean, so I'm proud. I let it go. So we just moved into friends. So we became friends for about a year plus. And then I think it was last year or something, we both were just going through like some sort of emotional kind of thing. Not like heartbreak and stuff, but kind of like depression, you know, things were happening. And we just both found solace in each other, you know. And then from that solace, in terms of very good friendship, because our friendship was cool, but we weren't that close. We were close, but not deep. So we now sort of like became best friends. And then we started to work together. We're seeing each other all the time. Yeah, so basically, it all eventually led into a relationship. And that's that. Because that's the question the person asked me. How did you guys meet? Let me not go and deviate. What or who is your greatest inspiration? Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry, Tyler Perry. I love how he dared to be different. Like his kind of movies, his kind of comedy is so different, and he dared to stick to what he does. Like I could do a whole video about Tyler Perry, so maybe not today, but like he's amazing. He built an empire from something that is different, from something. He's a creative. Like it makes me feel like my dreams are valid. Like, and it's a kind of writing I like. I like things that I like to write things that will confuse you, or I like to write things that are like thriller. I like to write things that don't end the way you want it to end, even though I like happy endings, but he doesn't like happy endings. But you get what I'm saying, you know. So mm, God, these questions are a lot though. Okay, we're almost done, Sha. What made you start African writers? Honestly, African writers was started as an accident, yeah. So I remember that I hope I don't have to break this video because guys, I don't know if it's going to be long. But I started African Writers in 2016, and that was because so I had been writing on a blog. I had this successful blog, and then I moved my writing to Instagram. I just got my heart broken. So I was writing a lot of poetry, a lot of nice stories. And then there were these pages that used to feature writers and do competitions. Well, yeah. And then I'll tag them, and I would not get selected or chosen. And then my friends will tag them, they won't get selected or chosen. Or if they're selected, they'll be like seventh position. Do you get? So I'm mostly a social media person, so I wasn't really even aware of how vibrant the literary scene was online, as opposed to like websites and journals. I was just focusing on Instagram because I'm an Instagram person, Instagram, Twitter. I'm a social media person, you know. So I was like, wait. And I went to go and check their pages, and I noticed that people are not featuring African writers. Like I can't see anybody that feels African. It kind of feels almost racist, you know. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna create a page to not be posting works of only African writers, like because all the other pages they are showcasing other kinds of writers enough, but we need more representation. So we need something on social media that just creates and showcase and just helps African writers. So that's literally how it started. And obviously I've been on this for about 4 or 5 years, I think. Oh, this is 2020. Okay, 4 years, sorry. 5 years, we're going 5 years in April next year. But it has evolved into a whole lot of things. But that is how it started, you know. I felt like writers needed, and then, you know, after featuring writers, I realized that I myself I need guardians. Basically all the issues I had with myself as a writer, and at that time I was working at the Nation newspaper, so I was learning a lot about writing and, you know, just seeing the possibilities. And I'm like, you know what, all of this knowledge, all of this interest, all these different things that I'm doing, and then these issues I'm even noticing, I'm just gonna make this page, you know, something for us, basically. So that's how it started. My worst heartbreak. It's not today that we have this conversation. I think it's gonna be a whole video. Happiest moments of my life. Well, I'll say getting traveling actually, and it's not actually getting traveling because for I haven't really wanted anything as much as I've wanted traveling, you know, and it was just at the point in my life where I felt like I wasn't living up to what I wanted. So I kind of saw it like some sort of validation for my ability to reach out for my dreams and achieve it, because, you know, I was getting a point where I was scared of my vision. And so this was one thing on my to-do list, and I'm like, this would actually motivate me to see if my dreams are really valid. And you know, traveling is very competitive, over 60,000 applications, and they choose about 3% of all the application in Nigeria, almost about 8,000 plus, and they choose just like 1% of that 8,000, like very few people. So I knew that it was competitive because 90, like your chance of actually getting it is 1 in like do you understand? Like, so I was like, and then the first time I applied, I don't want to just go off, but I'm just saying that it was just for me to see the validity, hey God, sorry, the validity of my dreams, basically. So it was just something I wanted to try. And then I had dreams, you know, creative, I want to be a successful creative entrepreneur. I just had so many dreams, so it just was kind of like something that I knew that was gonna really help me. So yeah, so and then the weeks before I got it, I felt really ill. I'm going to talk about that in my New Year testimony, but I was really ill. Like, even the day I got the email, I still wasn't 100%. So it was kind of like, for your pain, I will give you double. And then Last year, God had told me, be still and know that I am God. And then God brought this. I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but I'll share that testimony. So yeah, Chevening. Saddest moments. I've had many. Like, honestly, to even say one is my saddest moment, I can't. But I feel like, yeah, that sickness vibe of this year, it wasn't funny. Have you ever felt like giving up? How did you handle it or get? I've given up. I've not even just felt like I've given up. But the thing is, these visions, these dreams, they won't just let me go. So even like there was a point in my life where I actually stopped doing a lot of things I was doing. I stopped posting on social media. I stopped doing African writers. I stopped having dreams and goals. I was just in a limbo. But even in the midst of that, I was still doing, I was still helping writers. I was still a publicist. I was still a consultant. Like I was not even doing all the work that I left, but just not under the brand or under my. So I've given up, but not giving up. So I feel like sometimes when we feel like giving up, it's not because we don't think we can do those things or because, it's more about we are angry that the thing we're doing is not where it's supposed to be. Maybe we are impatient, or maybe not even impatient. Maybe you have been trying for so long and you're like, I'm done with this, or you've been working out or something. So I feel like there are different things. Sometimes I feel like maybe you need to have a change of career, switch up things. I don't have any issue with that. But sometimes I feel like you just need to give it a little more time. It's okay to take a break and work on something. And if life and chance leads you back there, fine. But instead of just saying you're canceling, you're stopping it totally, I don't think that's a good idea. So it's okay. I feel like it's okay to switch. I've switched on a lot of things. I've changed my mind on a lot of things. Like, I've evolved and rebranded. I've re-strategized. But I noticed that every time I rewrite my goals, it's still around the same thing. I'm a freaking storyteller and builder of storytellers. That's just who I am. Like, whatever I do, whether it's in film, whether it's in writing, whatever it is, even if it's YouTube, like, this is still a form of storytelling. So I just feel like at each point in time, just do what feels right to you, what you enjoy. Because I feel like there's no one plan, no one goal, no one dream. We just keep evolving and evolving. And so yeah, don't you get what I'm saying? Don't just, if you feel like giving up at that moment, you can take a break, you get, and then let other things happen. What is your biggest regret? Honestly, no, I don't have, because I feel like every mistake I've made is led me to something else. There was a time in my life I felt like I studied the wrong course, but in retrospect, so I feel like when things keep happening, there was something I applied for, like a job with the UK government or British Council or something. If I had gotten that job, I wouldn't be in the UK right now, because you couldn't have worked with the UK government and get a traveling scholarship. So I feel like everything that didn't work out for me, no, I didn't even apply. And I was angry at myself for not applying, because the people that now got in, I felt like I measured up. So whatever mistake I make, whatever thing I do, I know that in the future I'm going to know why I made that mistake. So I'm not even bothered. Like, so I don't even think you should be living a life of regret. You learn from it. Every single thing. I feel like success and failure, they have the same results. It's just a learning curve. So don't beat yourself up. Like, literally, me, I don't have regrets. There are things that I'm pained about, like I'll beat up myself about, but if I really think about it, it's not worth it. Do I prefer UK to Nigeria? No. There are many things I love about the UK. The fact that there's always light. Like, guys, you don't know what it means to wake up in the morning and know that you forgot to charge your phone in the night and there's still lights to charge your phone. What do you mean? And then 2 days ago, I went out to see my friends. I left here and the map told me I was going to get there in 20 minutes. And I got there in 20 minutes. Like, there's no traffic, there's no stress. Like, life is just easy. It's just easy. But Nigeria can stress you. So the thing is, I do like a lot of things about here, but there's no place like home. I miss my Nigerian pepper, my Nigerian wood. I miss the heat. Like, guys, I spent about an hour in the bathroom. Why? Because of hot water. Like, it's only the hot water in the bathroom that makes me feel human. Like, the cold. I literally wore 2 jackets 2 nights ago. Like, I was that cold. Like, the jacket I wore, thick leather jacket though, with inner wear, was not working. I was that cold. I put up hoodie. My head felt like it was freezing. Like, my head, I felt like my forehead was going to fall off. Like, it's not me and you. They said there's summer, but summer is around July. So, I can't deal, man. And then it's a lot of, and then I have so much passion in Nigeria. I have so much I want to do. I don't know if I might not jackpot. I don't know what the plan is, but I know that right now I'm more driven by the impact I want to have in Nigeria, and I still feel the strong calling to go to Nigeria. And I miss my house. Like I just no, I don't prefer it. They both have their benefits and all, but no. Are you a feminist? Is your man cool with it? Okay, that's the last question, guys. Uh yes, I am a feminist. At different points in my life, I've answered yes or no to this question, but now I can proudly say I'm a feminist. And I'm not a feminist because I say I hate men. Like, I have guys in my life. I love guys. I have 3 brothers. So I can't say I hate men, because I feel like people just always like to equate feminism with, oh, you're hungry, you're heartbroken. I'm a feminist. I'm happy with a man. I'm in love. I love my baby. I respect him. He respects me. But I'm not going to act like a doormat for him. I'm not going to let him treat me like his house help. I'm not going to let him control my life. We are both going to help and support each other. So I'm going to, and he's also a feminist. So he also believes in equality for women. He also believes that women are marginalized. Yes, we know people start saying that, oh, we're doing too many things for women. But let's be honest. There's a lot of gap already. So for us to even bridge that gap, and I don't hate women that people think are extreme, because I feel like a lot of great revolutions required a lot of extreme measures. So I'm sorry, I'm a feminist. I'm unapologetic about that. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't respect your husband. Please respect your husband. You should also respect you. I'm not saying you shouldn't love your husband. Please love him. I'm not saying you shouldn't cook. Please cook. Oh, if you can cook better than your husband, cook it. So I'm not saying that, oh, you shouldn't clean or you shouldn't do anything. No, I'm just saying that don't let anybody treat you like a doormat. And then also, don't let anybody, like, we go out, and I think I might even do a video about this, but we go out and it's not comfortable if I pay. Do you understand? Like, it's not, do you get? And when he pays, I'm grateful, but like, I'm not doing that. Say, oh my God, I couldn't have paid. You saved me. You get that kind of thing. He buys me great gifts, expensive gifts. I buy him expensive gifts. Like, there is you get that kind of thing, yes. So yes, that comes down. Hey God. I don't know what this is, but this is the end of my video. For you to have watched it to this point, you are a true AFM story person. I love you from the depth of my heart. Please hit the subscribe button to my channel. Help me grow. Like, I'm trying to take this YouTube thing seriously, and I need your support. Subscribe, share this video, comment. If you want me to do more videos, give me video ideas. Say, what do you want me to talk about? What do you want me to do? Drop them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. I remain your girl AFM Stories. Faith Moyosori Agbola. Follow me on all social media platforms at AFM Stories. I love you, and I wish you a happy holiday and a happy 2021. Bye.